Hello everyone. Right, today's little job. I've got some Campanulas, which are great little plants to have in your garden. People put them in pots. I like them out in the garden because I find pots can be a bit restrictive for them, and they do like a little bit of moisture, I find, particularly the ones that like to go off trailing. Now this is Muralis, which is a nice trailing Campanula, and as you see from the roots, these have been in pots, so it's about time they went out into really the garden, but I'm putting them into one of my favorite little trays here to just grow on a bit more. Now you can see all the roots in here. There we go. And these are nice little dinky plants. Now they will grow up to be quite sizable, and they will spread again nicely. As you can see, I think I've got an example here that I saw. This was growing out the bottom of one of the pots that I had. As you can see, it's a Campanula. There's the root, and it's growing out the bottom. So it actually gone around the bottom, gone out the other side of the outside of the pot, and was making its way around. So as you can see, it does like to expand and take over an area. Again, I will always go on and say they are fantastic for keeping down weeds. Anything that trails. Here you go. There you go, there you go, prime example. There you go, there's weeds. Sorry, there's the Campanulas in there. There's the root. And you see underneath there's a Campanula plant. Now, that plant obviously is one to take on. So these, although they're quite small at the moment, they will probably, each one of these will probably take over a foot square by the end of next year. Beautiful little blue flowers. I always think with Campanulas though, they're very, very delicate, always appear really delicate. But quite frankly, they're hard as blimmin' nails. I mean, as you can see, I'm just chucking these in now, and they are absolutely fine with this. It doesn't matter. They are not a mamby-pamby plant. They are a good old boy. But what you do is you pat them in, get the soil around. Again, normal potting compost from the garden centre. Pop them in. Those will take over this tray quite nicely. And to be honest, what I'll do is I'll keep them under cover probably a bit over winter. That will give them a nice little start to life, and they'll be ready to go out probably March, April time. And as I said, each one of those plants, and bearing in mind one of those plants, let's take for instance that one, that's one plant, but it's not really, because that's a plant, that's a plant, and obviously that's the main one. Oh, there's another little one there. So that one plant has in effect over the last under 12 months spawned 3 others. I'm not so worried at this stage about dividing them, because my mind is that's too small to split. You can, and there probably wouldn't be a problem, but in fairness, that one plant there, that little plant, will probably be that size by the end of next year. I would much prefer to take the cuttings, if you like, or split them, because they will come with root at that time, because then we're dealing with a lot bigger plants. Each one will be a lot bigger, and one plant will probably be able to yield 20 smaller plants if you want to divide it, or as I like to, again, for keeping down the weeds, keep them in, get them growing, and then once they're growing, they'll stop all the weeds coming up. Anyway, that's it for the Campanulas. I'm going to get them outside, get them well watered. I don't need to water at the moment, because obviously the heavens above are throwing down copious amounts of liquid on us. Cornish sunshine, they call it. And get those in, then come spring next year, they'll be great. Get them out, and let's see what they do.